play some basketball! Yeah!
I didn't choose. Yes. Don't get it confused, I'm working, but homie, I still murk it. Come on. We'll never lose.
The national anthem. It's just nothing like it, man. Y'all already know what time it is. Beginning of basketball season starts today, and I already know that everybody's excited because you get that new season feel where everybody feels like they can go all the way. You feel like your team can do it. You got new players. You got guys playing well. You got guys that are just ready to get after. We just want to see some basketball. We've seen football. We've seen a lot of things, and right now what we want to do is we just want to we're tired of seeing preseason games and meaningless games. We just ready to see those guys get out there and let it rip. And you know, hey, that's how I feel right now. But as y'all see me in the background, man, I'm just not playing right now. Now, I foolishly played through my first year and then traded myself to the Hawks. But, you know, it is what it is. I've look at LJ want to get in the video. But, look, I've traded myself to the Hawks. So I promise you that after this game, I mean, I didn't get to play that much this game. So after this game, you won't see any games until I've worked myself into either the starting lineup or until I'm playing, you know, relatively well enough to get enough minutes to make the videos worthwhile. But you know what? Before we say all of that, let me get right to the point. Yes, sir! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Eazy, a.k.a. Fresh from the Barbershop, BK, the People's Champ, coming to you live with just another 2K video, man. And right now, I'm just going to talk about the beginning of basketball season. Really? What I wanted to talk about is, you know, like how you always have the dark horses. Who is your dark horse? That's what we want to know. And you know what? It's just like it doesn't matter who you think is strong in the NBA. It's like we knew the Golden State Warriors were strong last year, but who saw them winning the entire championship? Now, a lot of people will say, you know, like my homeboy Bird, he will tell you that he'll say, hey, you know what? They had their way paved through the championship because, you know, every point guard along the way seemed to get hurt. Like Mike Conley Jr., he got hurt. You got Kyrie got hurt. You know, I mean, I forgot who they played in any other round, but you know, you get the picture. It's just like the way was paved for them, and then the guys got hot at the right time. With Steph was hot the whole season, and you know, Michael Thompson Jr., aka Klay Thompson, you know, he was hot most of the season, but you know, he came up with some timely shots. And then, you know, you had J.R. Smith melted down right at the right time. So, you know, it was just a perfect storm for those guys. I don't see them winning the championship again this year, but you know, if they do, hey, who would be surprised? Really, who I see winning the championship this year is if they can stay healthy. I don't see anybody beating Cleveland. I just don't see anybody beating them in 7 games other than the San Antonio Spurs. And actually, you know what? I'm actually going to go back on what I just said just now. It's going to be, I feel like in the finals, you're probably going to see the Cleveland Cavaliers and the San Antonio Spurs, and they're just going to fight it out to see, you know, who's going to win. Will Kawhi be able to hold off LeBron? Will they gel quick enough under pop? You know, with Aldridge there, you know, will Tim Duncan get his last hurrah? It's all that type of stuff, man. You know, it's all types of storylines. And will LeBron be able to get it done in his second year? But, you know, hey, it is what it is, man. I just don't. Who is going to be a good series if that happens? And, you know, I don't know what time, when they play this year or what have you. But like I said, it's going to be that will be a very good series, and that'd be a good game just whenever they play. I know I'm probably alienating a lot of people. Some people probably thinking, well, hey, you got to beat the champs. The champs are still there, but I don't see Golden State beating the San Antonio Spurs unless they go on a hell of a shooting streak or a hell of a hot streak. Now, basketball is that way, that anybody can beat anybody at any given time or any given day. So I believe, you know, so that's the reason that they play a 7-game series or, you know, 5-game series, but you know, best of 5, best of 7, because people can just get hot. And you know, in one game, anybody can beat you in one game. It's not like football. If a football team can beat a team, most times, you know, they're gonna beat that same team, you know, 3 out of 5 or 4 out of 7 or something like that. Most times in football, if you can beat somebody, you pretty much beat them. And I guess that's what makes the Super Bowl special, because you get one shot to not miss your chance to blow. The opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You know, you better lose yourself. But you know, you got like Tom Brady choked it up. You know, he didn't really choke it up, but you know, he lost to Eli Manning twice. And, you know, that Patriots team was probably a better team, but hey, that's just the nature of football. You get one chance. But in basketball, if you can get to the playoffs, you really get to prove that you are better than the team that you're going against. So, you know, like I said, I got my Atlanta Hawks this year, and we're gonna see what they can do, man. I mean, we lost Amari Carroll, who's one of our best defenders, good rebounder, good energy, man. He's going to Toronto, and we replaced him with Tim Hardaway Jr., but I mean, that guy, he's not even active on the roster. I don't know if it's because he's been struggling in the preseason or, you know, what it is. Maybe he just can't get it with the coach. Maybe he's not meshing well with the team or what have you. But, you know, it is what it is. We're going to start off against the Detroit Pistons just like today. And it's going to be a tough game just because Detroit always gives us a real fit because they have big men that rebound, and the Hawks have been weak rebounding since forever. So, you know, like I said, we pick up Tiago Splitter. He's supposed to shoot it up a little bit. I don't know. I can't really tell. It's Detroit, man. And it's the first game of the season. So, you know, somebody's going to be 1-0. Somebody's going to be 0-1. How I feel like my Hawks are going to do this season, I think that they're probably they'll probably do pretty well. You know, I think they'll probably, I think we'll probably win about 45, 50 games. I say 50 games. I'm going to go on record as saying the Hawks will win at least 50 games this season. And, you know, make it to the playoffs. We won't be the number one seed. I think Cleveland will be the number one seed. I think that Cleveland is just going to come out blowing doors. And it's going to be just like the, you know, one of those years when, like, 2008, 2009, maybe I can't remember, whenever LeBron was in Cleveland before he left, and they just went through the regular season and just were like a buzzsaw until they met the San Antonio Spurs in the finals and then just got routed, you know. I think it's going to be something like that. But, you know, I think Cleveland is the easy odds-on favorite to win the East, and I think they're going to be an easy number one seed. I do think my Hawks may make it back to the Eastern Conference Finals, but we're just going to have to see how this new team, how the new players are going to gel together and all that. I don't expect a repeat of last year, but I think 50 games isn't a tall order for these guys. I think night to night we can beat anybody, but, you know, in a series is where things go down. That's right, LJ, say hello. But you know what? I talked too long already. You guys tell me what you guys think about your team. Yeah, bye-bye. You guys tell me what your team, you think your teams are going to do, how you feel about, you know, however you got everything together, what players you got, what new players you have, what players you're missing and that you wish were still back. And, you know, tell me how you think they're going to do. I know I just said I think the Hawks will win 50 games and, you know, they'll go. We may go to the Eastern Conference Finals. It's just going to depend on how they gel together. And I really think we need to address the small forward spot. But, hey, they got Millsap playing that right now. I don't think it's going to work, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm not the coach, so, you know, it is what it is. But I'm out of here, man. Till next time. It's your boy, Eazy, a.k.a. Fresh from the Barbershop, BK, the People's Champ. Holla! 3-6 got this motherfucker.
That was so fucking epic!